Hello, my name is Tatiana Araujo de Lima, and I will be present the work Street Art and COVID-19 on social media, analysis of Eduardo Cobra works created during and about 2020 pandemic.
Hi, and I am Patricia Kayser, and I'm Tatiana's PhD advisor, and together we'll be presenting some of our results.
The COVID-19 disease is an ongoing worldwide pandemic which affects many aspects of daily lives, including restrictions of circulation of public spaces and increase of digital access to cultural assets. In this context, although the street art artists are still creating many works of art on walls and buildings around the world, they intensify their presence on social media. Several well-known Brazilian street art artists have been creating works of great sensitivity and meaning in this pandemic context.
In our work, we'll be analyzing Cobra's post on Instagram and Facebook in order to identify works of art directly influenced by the pandemic context, as well to analyze the way he has been expressing himself in this period in a verbal and iconographic way. We use an ethnographic method. His Instagram profile has over 1 million followers, and in Facebook he has two official profiles. Both present his work and of art during pandemic in almost the same kind of content and post. We choose the one that has the most of his followers. His Facebook study had more than 387,000 followers. We followed posts on both pages from the second semester of 29 and February 2021. We observed images and comments on both social media with special attention to work of arts in the context of the pandemic and also his previous work. In this study case, we used Eduardo Cobra because he is one of the most worldwide famous artists, and his work is present in several Brazilian states and different countries, and he has been a constant presence in social media and also in the traditional media. We'll be discussing his posts in three overlapping phases we define that could be characterized as mobilization, hope, defense of accents, and helping the health system. Um, in the first semester of 2020, he created some of his works we put in this category mobilization. One of its impactful work is coexistence. It was promoted on several posts with positive messages like faith, and also a meme for boost his profile, asking for new followers, on in allusion for Child Day. And in April 2020, in a message of hope, we reproduced one beautiful message. We overcome this together, but apart, or apart, hands together. This work was also used in a social campaign. It was promoted also in April 2020. And as he explained, we have created the Art of Helping initiative to distribute kits with food and hygiene products to help people living on the street. And the campaign, besides helping people live on the streets, also helped refugees because as Cobra posted, this material will be made by refugee families. This means we'll be collaborating with these two groups. In mobilization phase, we can also point out Esther work of art. As explained in his post, this beautiful girl named Esther represents again hope. And Cobra wrote, daughter of a friend of mine, little Esther, only 5 years old, is a survivor of the COVID-19. She and her mother are among the more than 3 million Brazilians who contracted the disease. Fortunately, they survived and are doing well. But there are already more than 100,000 of our fellow Brazilians who are not so lucky, and their family are mourning these difficult pandemic times. It's for these families members that I painted the little girl stare in prayer, and mainly so that we cannot become indifferent to so many deaths. Let's take care of ourselves because the situation is serious. Unfortunately, this situation nowadays is even worse. More than 215,000 deaths are reported in Brazil as COVID. 5 months later, this post presenting stare, in January 2021, Eduardo Cobra posted again a message claiming for our action. The little girl portrayed here, Esther, is one of the many survivors. She's praying for those who are gone and for those who have suffered and for us to overcome the difficulties at the moment. Everyone is responsible. Until the vaccine comes, we will take care of ourselves because this is the only way to stop the transmission of the virus. And so vaccines are one subject that Eduardo Cobra is really concerned. So Cobra created some works concerning specifically the hope for the COVID-19 vaccines. And he is one of the most active voices in Brazil defending science and advocating pro-vaccines. In August 2020, Cobra posted that while I'm working on these images, around 150 teams of scientists all around the world are in their labs working for a solution to this cruel pandemic. At that moment, we are all waiting for a vaccine and cover beautiful capture in images and in word that the hope, therefore, for the planet to breathe free again lie in science development. May this vaccine come soon and you breathe in peace on earth. Cobra created these two beautiful work of arts in the first semester of 2020, and both represent our hope that soon, really soon, this pandemic will be eradicated with the vaccines. And this year, in February 2021, Cobra celebrated science in a post remembering the two institutions responsible for our national production that celebrated now 120 years of history, precisely in the midst of this difficult pandemic moment. Fiocruz, in Rio de Janeiro, celebrated its anniversary in May last year, and Butantan Institute in São Paulo celebrated this in February 2020. Cobra then announced that he will be given as a gift both these works for this institution, and the message for this is only one. In the vaccine lays our hope. I pay my tribute and express my gratitude for the work of scientists and all employees of Instituto Butantan and Fiocruz. So Cobra used these two works in order to honor two public institutes in Brazil that are the main references in COVID-19 vaccines, Butantan and Fiocruz, and it was all over social and traditional media. But this is not something that was planned ahead. Another remarkable work was created using oxygen cylinder. This work is an allusion to the critical period of January 2021, when people died in the city of Manaus without due assistance as a result of the lack of oxygen in hospitals and health units. We already mentioned other posts and initiatives that show Cobra activism and protagonism during this pandemic period. But this is a work of art that was designed from the beginning for money raising for public hospitals, mainly in the north region of Brazil. At the same time, this work draws attention to the serious health crisis in our country, and also draws attention to the environmental problem in the Amazon, which has alarming rates of forest fire, especially in the last couple of years. So, in this work, there are subjective aspects that are analyzed, which express opinions, thoughts, feelings of the artist in relation to the pandemic. This presentation, although presented lots of images, our emphasis was on text analysis. We invite all you to read our paper and share ideas both on text and image analysis. And one thing we like to share is when we started our research, we thought that choosing just 1 year of one artist, which would be make easier our task of presenting a few minutes our research. But actually, we had to choose just some aspects and some of his works to present here and discuss with you. So thank you very much for listening to us, and we hope you like this overview presented. Please feel free to contact us about our ongoing research.